Welcome to ETS. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your mid-month energy forecast for June 2019. So today is the 14th of June. I'm starting a little bit early, and we'll go through the 30th. I look at my calendar, so if you're new, that's what's going on. I'm a channel, so I just open up and bring in real time what it is that they are wanting to share with you about the coming weeks. Before I go into our mid-month energy forecast, I want to share that every month, mid-month, I share an ETS energetic transmission session. And this month it is frequency upgrade. And it is free on my site for about 3 days. So from now until the 17th, so you get a little extra time. And listen as often as you like. If you decide you want to purchase it, it goes into my store ETS now. And I'll have the link for all of that down in the credits. So with that, let's see what's going on for the month of June. All right. I just came out of a deep meditation, so I'm still kind of coming to. I was going to start right in fresh, and they said, nope, we want you to meditate. I do want to share just before I actually go in the way I usually do. The energy's been really different. So many people have said, oh my, it's like strange. You know, they don't feel it's like good, bad, and different. It's just strange. I can't say that I've noticed it strange as much as perhaps inconsistent. I'm going to put my speaker up here a little bit closer so you can hear me better. It's I'm noticing more so how other people are unable to relate to us moving out of linear timelines into a more, I want to say it's a more holographic. And when I say holographic, it's as though you're standing inside of a huge orb with all of these panels in it, and you can bring a panel in and look at this, or panels are popping into your reality for you to access and utilize. For people, though, that are unaware, they are still reacting to what they perceive to be imbalances in the system, which the our environment is always trying to self-correct itself. So what we might perceive as an imbalance is actually a correction. And I feel like we have always been in a space where the universe is reacting to all of our consciousness. We're driving the bus here somewhat, and it has its own consciousness as well. But when we are solidifying with one idea or expecting things to work like this, I do this day, next day I do this, or this happens, if I do this then I get this, and it doesn't work like that. We can actually choose something and then access it automatically. You can also choose your if you're relating to something that you're perceiving in the external world as a fear-based thing, like this is the way it is, as if you're powerless, you can also access that powerlessness automatically. So we're in an instant manifestation type of a space, but mostly I feel that what I have noticed with other people that do this work, that are have an awareness, is that they're just watching other people react, or completely, that don't have any awareness, or completely check out. They are disconnected from reality entirely. It's as if they become, there's a lot of information now about artificial intelligence. They have become bots. They're just part of a system that is attached to artificial intelligence that is not authentic, is not fluid, and is not accessing what this vehicle was intended for, because we are, this is a meat suit. but the particles of light that flow through us that activate this meat suit, we've been given an option to be sovereign, to play, to be creative, to awaken to our own divinity. And those that are asleep are allowing information that's being fed into the system to be their reality, or they don't even know that they're being somewhat, I don't want to say manipulated, but they're, because in order to be manipulated, you have to be in alignment with it. And so they're kind of in alignment with it. All right. That's just what I've noticed. So anyways, I look forward to hearing what the rest of you have been noticing in that regard. All right. So, all right, we're going to look at right now from the 14th Friday, and it is about 7:30 in the morning. I'm on the West Coast, so California, Pacific time. And we're going to go from the 14th through the 16th. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, let's see what's going on. Well, okay. I feel like there's a lot of activity going on. They're showing me shutters opening and closing, and there's a lot of energy coming in. These shutters, what I'm seeing is these are windows of opportunity and new information that's coming in, and I feel like there's a lot that's coming in where we're in a space where pay attention right now, really listen, really, really listen. Just because information is coming in too, of course, we discern and decide what is useful and what is not useful. I feel okay with it though. I feel like it's really an active time of really connecting, really getting information, and really waking up even more. We're always awakening to more. There's so little we know about the nature of reality, etc. So this information is coming in really quickly and really fast. And I want to say, we don't have to digest every bit of information that comes in. I don't feel like we're at a timeline where it's like we need to really take and like, oh, okay, wait, slow down, let me work on this. I feel like it's meant to come in really quickly, because it's almost like activations, okay, activations. So just allow it to come in and know that you are processing the information that's coming to you on many different levels and vibrations. Not all that will become fully that you will become fully aware of until maybe as time moves on, you'll start to recognize how this information or how this energy is accessing you, and you're able to access it. So in other words, it's almost like somebody giving you gifts, and you having these packages that open up that you don't that you weren't aware of, like, oh, I didn't know that was there, I didn't know this, I didn't know, and it's just coming in. But it's too much to digest all at one time. As I said, we're moving out of this linear way of being in our world. That doesn't mean that we can't be linear. It means that you have choices. All right. So let's see what else is going on. All right. I also hear something about Friday, Saturday, that there's something about conditional. I feel as though there's going to be someone come to you that is going to present some things to you where it'll be you'll perceive it as conditional. I feel like this is more of a love offering, though, that someone's saying, look, this is where I want to be with you. This is this is what I can give you. And it doesn't mean that it's only you have to meet certain conditions. It means that that is the conditional qualities that they're going to share with you. So I feel like there is, it's interesting because I'm hearing there's love and fear coming in here. I feel like there's a desire to give love, but there's also this fear on the outside. So I feel like perhaps this conversation is going to be something, or this experience is going to be something of, my highest desire would be for this to happen, but my humanness is a little fearful of giving more than what I know I can give. So in other words, they're saying this is what I can give, and as I give that, perhaps whatever I'm afraid of will dissolve itself as well. Yeah, that's different. They always surprise me. All right. All right. I also see Sunday. For some reason, they're turning back the clock to 12 o'clock. It's like 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Move it back, move it back. It's like I want to go back. I want to go back. Um, I don't know what that is meaning. Let's see. All right. They're talking about world events and they're talking about a timeline. So, I feel like you want to be a little more awake and a little more aware, and don't rush yourself. Put that kind of on a day-to-day kind of a way to understand that information. Um, yeah, I just want to go back to the beginning a little bit. I don't want to, it's almost like I just want to, can I just go back? Can I just go back to an hour before, 10 minutes before, and say what I mean a little differently? Can I just go back and redo that? So I'm just saying, I feel like they're saying just be mindful. Be mindful and don't push yourself or rush. But also, if you need to reflect and self-correct, feel free to do that. I mean, we are human. We say and do things that we don't always filter through, you know. And so if you need to do a reset, reset. Say, you know what, I messed up. I didn't mean to say that, or let me go back. I didn't hear you correctly. Let me self-correct that. Yeah, it feels a little tender, you know. I know that's Father's Day also, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers and to all the mothers who have fathered, and to anyone that has brought in that fathering energy. So, yeah, however that fits. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. All right, they're saying don't procrastinate. So if there's something you need to get done, get it done. All right, let's see. And we're going to look at the 17th through the 21st. That is Monday to Friday. All right, I feel I'm seeing you building something. It's like they're showing me blocks being stacked up. So it's like I'm building a tower. And I feel like they're saying what this is that you're building a connection. And it's a connection with other people. It's a connection to communicating. It's something you're working on building that has to do with other people, but also communication. And I feel that you are being steadfast and conscientious, and that the efforts you're putting forward are going to be far more far-reaching than what you really fully can comprehend right now at this time. And I am hearing placate to no one. In other words, stay true to what you know is right for you and how you need to be. Don't try to be a people pleaser. It'll be a time of just really listening and doing what you're being led to do, and follow and trust, because I feel like it's going to really work out, and you're really building something that's going to be very useful long term, even longer than you realize, and there'll be so much learning along with it. Learning truth too, personal truth. Like, wow, I could have listened to myself all along. I could have been following my own instincts all along. So I feel like this is a time of getting an attaboy, attagirl, patting yourself on the back. All right, very fun. They're fun. All right. Also, Wednesday, they're saying that if you've been trying to maintain balance in a relationship, want to say this is going to be a time to that the efforts that you put in to maintain that relationship on an equal vibration, that it is a good time to know that you can trust that you have built it up correctly, and that you don't have to continue to keep things balanced out, because I feel like there's been some effort to kind of maintain this equilibrium in this relationship. And this relationship can be work related as well. Like, I've worked so hard to maintain this position at my job, but I feel like I can't ever leave it. I feel like they can't be without me. I have to keep it balanced. And they're saying, no, this is a time where you can walk away and go do some things that you need to do, and trust that it will maintain its balance because you've already done the work. So the work that you put in is sustainable, and now you can have some freedom. And this has to do with your relationship too. If you're in relationship with someone, that this is a time for you. You can trust what you've created already, and it'll be very freeing actually for a lot of you. I feel like you're also going to recognize the work that you put into this relationship, whether it be work or personal, and you're going to be very proud and see your own strength. Like, I did a good job with that, or look what I created. I did, and you're going to be very proud. And it's very important for us to recognize our growth, to recognize our attaboys and attagirls. All right. All right, let's see. I also see that right around that time as well, I see you putting the thought out, or actually applying for something different, or moving in a direction where you are reaching out to do something new, something grander, something broader. Because I see this fishing line going out, so you're putting your line out further than you had before. Yeah. Hmm. I feel like optimal health too, especially around Friday. For any of you that where your health has been not as good as you'd like it to be, I feel like I see it being more optimized. Like, your health feels really good. I also feel though that there could be a lot of different things that come up that you need to address on Friday, and it's going to be like one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another. But they're saying don't get overwhelmed, that you'll be able to take care of everything as it comes up. But yes, it will be more than you maybe had expected. But just do what's in front of you, and things will become accomplished and cohesive. All right, so let's look at the 22nd and the 23rd. That is Saturday, Sunday. It's cute. It's funny. It's like I'm seeing some sort of a fanfare like this, like I'm waving to everyone. So I feel like this could be a fun time for some of you. I also see for some of you, it's like a hard check off, like, I did that, I accomplished that. That is done, completion. Um, but I also am hearing that don't be hard on yourself and say it's incomplete, because it is done. And they're saying kind of lighten up on what it is that you want to see fulfilled. Um, Sometimes it's we get so narrow in the way that we want to see something fulfilled that we don't even enjoy it, and we're just too hard on ourselves, and it still feels incomplete, like whatever it was, it wasn't good enough. And they're saying it is good enough, and it is complete. So kind of back up and relax. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like some of you might be in your head way too much too. Like, you might be running your own sort of perception of how you're perceiving this situation, or that day. As if I had this thing in my mind, like, it's almost like if your head was stuck inside of a TV screen, or inside of a screen, and you have this movie that you've been running of how something was supposed to be, and they're saying get out of your own head, and get your head out of the box too. Get out of the box. Think outside of the box. Thank you, Spirit. All right. All right. And let's see. What else? I also see something like Saturday night moving into Sunday, like an annoyance. I feel like there could be an annoyance with someone. With love, I want to say for some of you that have a brother, because I am hearing brother, so it'd be somebody that is a brother or like a brother, like there's a little annoyance with them, like they just can't control themselves or they act out or something in that regard. But I feel okay with it, but I just see some sort of like, they always have to kind of do that. Yeah. All right. Hmm. All right. They're saying too for many of you, Sunday is going to come to you like a brand new day. Like I am starting my life brand new. This is the beginning of a brand new day. It's like you've never seen the sun come out before, and the sun is coming out and it's shining, and it's a brand new day. It feels, and I hear wish fulfilled. So it feels, and I see the perception of so much of level of like creation, like uh, a flourishing, and it feels very promising, is what it feels like. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. All right. And we're going to look at the 24th to the 28th. That's Monday to Friday. Well, I see you hopping around a lot, like a lot of to-dos, a lot of moving around and trying to get things done. Um, Almost like I get one task done and then, oh, wow, they call and I got to go get that done. And then somebody else calls over here and I got to get this done. So and this is a lot of, as I said, this is not linear. Okay. So this is like this, and things are popping in out of nowhere. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be a blessing because you're going to realize, oh my goodness, things can just line up for me like that. I don't have to push, shove, and try to control and make things happen. I just simply need to be in the feeling and the vibration of it and allow it to come into my reality in the way that is going to best serve my vehicle, my inner state. We all have a different body chemistry, and we all function and relate to the world in different ways, and we're very unique in that way. That's why we're not cutouts. We're not all the same, all right? So fall in love with your uniqueness, fall in love with your personal nature, understand your own chemistry, how you function, how you process information, how you communicate, and with love, be gentle with yourself. All right, where none of us are perfect. We're in an imperfect world, and our imperfections are our perfections. All right. Funny. All right, let's see what else is going on then. Okay, then we gotta look at that again. 24, 30. All right, let me see what else here. Well, I hear too something about don't skip the dates, don't skip dates, because I feel like you're in a rush to, you're going to forget something, okay? So pay attention to what it is that there's a specific date that's going to be kind of important, whether it's an appointment you don't want to miss, etc. So they're saying be mindful, okay? Be mindful. I also am hearing a mother's love. There is something very, oh boy, I feel, oof, beautiful love with this. The feeling of a mother's love. Um, for those of you that have not had that experience with your biological mother or your mother figure in your life, I feel like the Virgin Mary's energy is going to be very prominent, and I feel this very strongly around Wednesday through Friday, because I feel her beautiful because she offered such an acceptance of who we were and who we are. That's what her vibration is very much like, of just loving you because I'm loving you, because I'm your mother, because a mother loves and accepts us no matter what. And for those of you that are missing your mothers, pay attention to your mother's vibration, maybe stepping into your energy field and giving you that dose of mother love. Because though the physical leaves us, the spirit is consistent. Those who have loved you continue to love you. Those that you have difficulties with very often will try to make amends. Um, not that we have to accept it, but be aware that when you are feeling or thinking of someone, that they are feeling and thinking of you. So allow. And also, I want to say there have been many other mother figures for myself. I have a mom, but I have other mother figures I've had in my life that have brought in the energies of mothering that were more conducive to my energy. So be aware of how this mother's love is touching in with all of you, because it is really beautiful, really, really powerful, and very beautiful. Yeah, well, okay. So let's look at the 29th and the 30th. All right, that's a Saturday, Sunday. Okay, I feel it's funny. They're showing me like a magician when he puts a pea underneath a cup and he moves the cups around and you don't know where the pea actually was, right? And so I'm seeing you a little confused about, wait, where did I put it? Where is it at? What do I do? Um, what'd you say to do? So I feel there's some confusion, a little bit of helter-skelter confusion. So they're saying, hmm, they're saying just do what you feel is best. Don't get wrapped up in all this spin doctor of how confused you can get about either a communication or something you're supposed to resolve or something you said you would do, and forgetting, just do what you feel is right. And if there's any imbalance, it can self-correct itself. It will self-correct itself. Yeah. It's kind of going to be a little bit of squirrely energy too. So, it won't be something that it's just sometimes when the energies are a certain way, it's kind of like being in bumper to bumper traffic. If you're in bumper to bumper traffic, you're not going to move any faster than the traffic can move. All right. So if you're in that vibration, so in other words, we don't take it personally, like, oh my God, I got to sit here, or this is a personal thing. Just know it's kind of funny energy, any more than we would say something about the sun being really hot or the rain coming down, that's personal. We learn to work within the conditions that are present. All right, you can adapt. And I hear for Sunday, choices, 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 so many choices. I feel like a lot of resources are going to be coming to you, a lot of blessings, a lot of the work that you have already done is going to be, the results of that work are going to be made manifest. And there are going to be so many resources and so many choices and options and things coming to you and for you. So that feels really good. All right, so let's look at the whole of the 14th through to the 30th. I'm hearing sweeping changes, just sweeping changes. It's just like, how did I get over here? Like, wow, that just happened so fast. So things are going to be really accelerated, and they'll just be like a sweeping change. This is why we don't need to get into the minutia, the details, the little things that come up, because things can clear that fast. And that's exactly, I see things being cleared and just boom, all of a sudden things being cleared. Let's see what else is going on. I hear brotherly love. There's going to be just, whew, I don't know what's going to be hitting the planet, but boy, does it feel really loving and good. And it is coming around that motherly love, but also this love of one another. It feels beautiful. It feels really strong. It feels empowering. It's almost like a click, like somebody's just clicking us, and the consciousness on the planet is like boom, and we're all upgraded. Like, wow, you mean I'm not here alone? No, you're not. And we do care about one another. That's where it starts, really. All right. Um, hmm. Self-care leads to being able to care for one another too, by the way. So, yeah. I also see travel bug hitting some of you. But I feel like more near the month's end, you're going to be like, I feel like I want to make some travel plans. I want to go somewhere. For some of you, it might just be a short 3-day thing, that you'll make for the next few months. Like in a few months, I'm going to go away for 3 days, or something that's going to be like, but I feel fun, and I feel like you're not trying to escape anything as much as You just want to go experience something different. Yeah. Okay. It's funny because I'm hearing, don't get mad, get glad. So I feel like any of you that have been mad, they're saying that don't waste your energy like that. Lighten up, let it go, whatever it is. Just bless it and release it. That, the same clothes that you get mad in, you can get glad in. All right? Huh. Let's see. Also, for some of you, I see that some of you are out kind of trying to tune in and find out where's the best place for me. Where do I belong? It's like you're using your antenna, like trying to find out, do I belong over here? Do I belong over here? Where's my place? Where do I belong? And I feel like what you're going to discover is that there are pieces of you in each of the places that you are finding some resonance with. It's like, oh, I like this, or well, this was comfortable, or that was interesting, or I like the way they share, or So I feel like it will be a more so rather than finding a place, finding an accumulation of coincidences and synchronicities and harmonizations. And they're saying the full package. So it will be much broader than, how they would say, oh, I found my tribe. It's more of, if you're your tribe, then wherever you go, your tribe will be magnetized to you, or you'll be magnetized to the places that are best for you. And that's what I'm really seeing. And I'm seeing a green light. So whatever some of you have been working on, they're saying, go ahead. The time is now to go ahead, move ahead. Progress is also what I'm hearing. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. Well, I'm hearing change is good. I'm hearing change is good. And I'm also hearing that there will be, you will be you will be playing more, but through that play, you will be experiencing, you will be strengthening yourself in ways that you're not fully aware of, in ways of empowerment. So they're encouraging you to go out and participate and have fun, and through the fun, you will be empowering and strengthening your inner self. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it. So with that, I want to say thank you all so very much. If you'd like a private session, you book with me anytime. I'm, this week, next few weeks are busy for me, but, I can usually get people in fairly within a week, usually. So, feel free to book if you'd like. And thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. I appreciate all of you. Keep your chin up and be good to yourself. Namaste.